White people are awakening to the house slave illusion. The beast is being discovered. Welcome to the bulletin board, where truth is tacked up, not torn down. Where the scraps they tried to bury become the blueprint for liberation. I'm not here to entertain. I'm here to awaken. And today, we're pulling the veil off the eyes of the so-called privileged and snatching the handle from the hands of the oppressor. Because when the people see clearly, all the people, the empire starts to tremble. The echo from Chicago. Something strange is happening in the belly of the beast. In Chicago, white Americans, yes, white Americans, are marching with signs that read, "We need an Ibrahim Traoré mindset in America." Let that sink in. They're not quoting Lincoln, not Jefferson, not even Malcolm. They're looking to a 36-year-old African revolutionary who stood up, stared down the West, and said, "Burkina Faso will not be your playground." But because they're waking up, because they're starting to see that the same hand choking Africa is the same hand tightening around their necks. The shared struggle. You see, the oppressor doesn't care about race. He cares about power. He'll use race like a mask, like a weapon, like a wall. But behind that wall, black, white, brown, we're all being drained by the same machine. The same IMF that cripples Ghana is the same system that bankrupts Detroit. The same media that demonizes African leaders is the same media that lies to the American poor. The same corporations that loot Congo are the ones gutting small towns in Ohio. It's not about skin. It's about system. The house slave illusion. Now let's talk about the house slave. Because that's what poor white folks have been turned into. House slaves with just enough comfort to keep them loyal, just enough illusion to keep them blind. Then they act as another cell of division. It's how the masses of this entire earth is conquered by one deliberated, united, cultic movement. They work with prejudice, always sacrifice the people they claim to serve as if their passion on earth is hate. Poor white people are told they're better. But better than who? They're still broke. Still sick. Still dying in wars they didn't start, for billionaires they'll never meet. They're not the masters. They're the buffer. The shield. The distraction. And when they finally see that, when they realize they've been used, that's when the whole game falls apart. The Traoré doctrine becomes relevant. Ibrahim Traoré didn't just take power. He took responsibility. He said, "We will not beg. We will build." He kicked out the French military. He reclaimed the gold. He armed the people, not just with weapons, but with dignity. That's what's resonating in Chicago. Not just rebellion, but restoration. Not just protest, but purpose. Imagine if Americans, black, white, and otherwise, adopted that mindset. Imagine if they stopped begging for crumbs and started reclaiming the bakery. The real enemy. Let's name names. The real enemy is not your neighbor. It's not the immigrant. It's not the man with a different shade of melanin. It's the global managerial class. The bankers. The billionaires. The think tanks. The tech lords. The ones who write the rules, then sell you the illusion of choice. They don't care what color you are. They care that you stay asleep. Divided. Distracted. Docile. A new solidarity. But here's the truth they fear. When the veils fall, the people rise. When the white man sees he's been played, and the black man sees he's not alone. When the farmer in Jamaica and the protester in Chicago realize they're fighting the same beast. That's when the oppressor loses his grip. This is not about guilt. It's about clarity. It's about sovereignty. It's about soul science, the kind that reconnects us to the land, to the truth, to each other. By removing the veils from the white man's eyes, we remove the handle from the oppressor's hands. And when the people see clearly, all the people, the empire has nowhere left to hide.